Hey everyone, it's Tenrek back again with another dive into the TEC Files. Tonight I have with me Rak. Rak, it's great to have you.
It's great to be here.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, tell everyone where you're from, what team you're on, what you play, and what you do for TEC.
My name is Rak, or Rakman if you see me anywhere in the game. Or just call me Adam, I don't care. Both work. I play for the Johnstown Steel Overwatch team, actually. But as for what I do for TEC, I am the Director of Production, meaning I kind of coordinate between stuff like the streams and graphic designs and for all the stream graphics as well as anything our content creators might need.
Right, yeah, it's kind of tough to define what exactly you do because you kind of do a bit of everything. What other games do you play other than Overwatch?
Other than Overwatch, here recently I've been playing a bit of League of Legends. I toyed around with Call of Duty a little bit. Uh, Not so much of a fan of Cold War as I have been previous Call of Duties. So toyed around a little with Valorant. Pretty much, at the very least, I guess you could say I'm learning a little of the games we stream for TEC. That way I can go into the stream and not be completely lost as to what the game is.
And what other hobbies do you have?
Outside of TEC, I would say any hobbies I have is just casual gaming. Most of the time, I don't play much multiplayer. Anything that new comes out that might interest me, that's usually what I'm spending my time doing. But recently, I can't say that I've had too much time to really seek hobbies.
Right, I get that. I mean, we all have those times where our schedules can get a little cramped, and it's playoff season for you, so definitely a lot of time scraped off your hands for sure. um, that being said, you do manage a lot of different fields when it comes to the esport company. You manage a lot of different people. You manage a lot of different sectors of this community. I mean, how do you manage to keep up with all that responsibility?
Luckily, I'm not the only one who does anything. I used to be kind of the head of everything, but then stuff that was previously technically below me got branched out, and other people got kind of put in charge of that. That helped out a lot. If I was still doing that, I don't think I'd have time for anything anymore, and things would probably be a bit hectic. So I'm thankful for the people who are there, kind of taking the reins for those other projects. Likewise, a lot of the times the commissioners for the games help out as well. They help round up the teams for the streams. Let me know if there's any issues, or they're monitoring the streams themselves, letting me know if there's anything that shouldn't be happening.
Awesome, yeah. As you said, like you've the team behind you has certainly expanded, and so you have a lot of support. You have a lot of people that can pick up anything that you may leave behind, and help provide a better safety net for what you do for TEC, which again is so much. I don't think I can like emphasize that enough. You really do a lot for us. But on the other side, you mentioned this earlier. You're also on the Johnstown Steel Overwatch team, which is definitely there's still a lot of team management and a lot of team playing, but I'm sure there's a lot of separate sort of responsibilities or dynamics when it comes to being a team player for an actual team for the Overwatch League that we have. How does that differ from playing on like a staff position?
Well, as for the team position, I don't have to worry about as much of that because I'm not the Johnstown Steel Overwatch captain. The captain tends to coordinate everything between that, and I just kind of show up for practices and the games and play the game. Either that
Oh,
or just spend time with the teammates doing other stuff. I know here recently, League of Legends has been one of the games I've played with them outside of it.
can you tell me how you found out about TEC?
I actually found out about TEC through somebody else I worked with. He joined the team, and eventually I joined. And this is way back in the day, like back towards when Johnstown was really the only team for TEC.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been there pretty much since the beginning, and I'm very happy to see how everything has changed and grown since then.
I mean, it's certainly blossomed to say the least. How would you say you've best kept up with that expansion?
I would say as best as I can. Uh, Towards the start of the season, I was a bit unsure because we got the 5 new teams outside of Pennsylvania. I was a bit unsure, like, okay, I'm not sure how we're going to manage all this. We had I think it was 8 before those 5, and that seemed like a bit much at the time, but as things started happening, it got a bit easier. So the way I see it is, it might sound daunting at first, but chances are once you get going and get used to it, you'll probably be fine.
Right. Yeah, I mean, once you pick things up, things are sure to get going, and they definitely have as we've introduced new teams and regions into the esport company for sure. Now, the Johnstown Steel, they just finished their Overwatch season. They made it all the way to the semifinals. They fell to the Scranton Storm. Do you guys have anything that you're gonna, change up over the course of the off season to get all the way back to the championship for season 4? Is there anything different, any different strategies or mindsets going into this break?
Well, unfortunately, as far as I know, one of our players is going to be stepping outside of tech. So there will be some sort of roster change. The way that I'm aware that we're going to be going is we're going to be working with these new people coming in that we have. One of them is actually returning. He took a bit of a break. So we're going to be working with those guys and getting them up to the level I believe we should be playing at and kind of raise the team skill level as a whole and maybe make it past semifinals for next season.
Competition's definitely gotten stiffer since season 1, hasn't it?
Yeah, actually, season 2 was actually the first Overwatch season. So
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't
yeah,
know that. That's crazy.
yeah, it
So
was
it's been like Overwatch's second season is this season, but
yep,
it's Tech's third season.
yeah, a bit
Okay.
confusing, but
Interesting. Okay. Yeah,
it's
that
easier to
is a
just
bit
call it all season
confusing.
3.
No, I appreciate the clarification. That's great. But my last question to anybody who's just entering tech, whether it be as a player or a coordinator, both of which you do, what advice do you have to them?
I'd definitely say kind of be friendly to the people in the community. No one likes anyone who's toxic or puts other people down. I see it all the time happening in the game chats. People are always looking for games, even in between teams. So even if you're on a team, feel free to play with the other players, get to know them, and you'll probably meet some people you like and have a good time playing with them.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Are there any socials or places that you'd like to be reached that you want to promote?
I actually do not have any socials other than the Discord.
Do you want to give that out?
Well, if you want to find me in the Discord, it should still just be Rak, R-A-K. I can't remember the numbers, but I'm pretty sure I'm the only guy with that name, so
I'm
chances
pretty
are you'll
sure
find the
you
right
are
guy.
as well. Great. Well, thank you again for joining me tonight, Rak, and thank you all again for watching another dive into the Tech Files. We'll see you next time.